and then you go to the developer and they start telling you, we will give you 10% discount, 15% discount, 20% discount. Why the price per square foot is so much higher? Why? What am I getting? Many agents, they start throwing you numbers out of the sky. Be careful for that. But I will never go to my client and tell him, oh, I promised you 8% and unfortunately you are getting 4 or 5%. So always be careful about the calculation of the return on investment. How does the Dubai real estate market works? What are the hidden truths that experienced agents don't want you to know or they don't expose to you? In this video, we are going to discuss all of that. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's start the video. Six most important truths that you need to know about how Dubai real estate market works, how the prices are set, and you need to understand them before you step into any real estate deal in the Dubai real estate market. Sorry for today, my glasses. We chose to shoot outside in the garden of my villa. The weather is amazing and the temperature is acceptable, but the brightness of the sun is too high. So I'm going to be using my glasses for the rest of the video. Number one, many of the developers, they set their prices as a marketing tool, not according to their market logic. When you are buying a property or when you are planning to buy a property, check what are the secrets that is behind the number. Check the equivalent units that are in the ready market or with other developers in terms of the size and the layout and the quality that are available in the market. That's why sometimes you will see some respectful developers are putting their prices that looks cheaper than other developers who are just putting it as a marketing tool. And then you go to the developer and they start telling you, we will give you 10% discount, 15% discount, 20% discount, like you are buying potato, not a real estate transaction. So be careful for that. When you start hearing such big discounts, then you understand that the price was set as a marketing tool rather than a market logic. Always look for the market logic. Number two, the payment plans. Post-handover payment plan or 30 months post-handover payment plan, 1% post-handover payment plan, whatever they market it as, it's not free financing. Most of the time, when you go with a mortgage and you calculate what will be your return on investment, including the mortgage, and if you will go with the post-handover payment plan, most of the time, your return on investment is higher if you go with a mortgage from a proper bank rather than getting post-handover payment plan. This is not free financing. This is a marketing tool that developers use, and they include in the price the financing cost that they are giving to you. And most of the time, it is higher than the bank because that's the bank job. They always give financing for other purchases and properties, so they can give cheaper rates in terms of financing rather than the ones that you get it from the developer. Don't be amazed by, oh, finally, I'm going to get free financing post-handover payment plan. Be careful for that. Try always to go with the regular payments plans, which most of the developers are putting either 50-50 or 60-40, 60 during construction, 40 at the handover, where you can finance the one payment that is at the handover. And many of my clients have done it this way. Number three, branded residences. Not every branded project is a true added value for the value of the property. Some of the branded residences are only taking a license to use the name of the brand. What do you get here? Nothing. This doesn't add value into the property. It doesn't add real, tangible touch in terms of the property and what they are doing with it when it's ready. If you get a property that is operated by a brand, most of the time a hotel brand designed by an architectural brand that you know that this brand exists in the market for a long time and their architectural designs are amazing, are something extraordinary, are something out of the norms that we see always in the real estate market, this adds value. For example, some of the projects that we have from a developer renowned as Omniat are managed by Dorchester Collection. What does that mean? It means you are getting ultimate high-end services on daily basis in your tower or in your building when the project is delivered. That adds a lot of value for your property when you want to resell it or even when you want to live in it and enjoy such level of high-end lifestyle that Dorchester Collection provides for its residents. The ROI calculation. or the return on investment. Many agents, they start throwing you numbers out of the sky. You will get 15%, 10%, 14%, 8%, whatever is the number. Ask them for how they calculated it. And most of the time, they will tell you, this is the number as a gross number. They don't include in it the service charges, maintenance fees, and if you are going to rent it on an Airbnb, what will be the management cost of the Airbnb company or the holiday homes company that is, we call it Airbnb, but it's holiday homes. That's the strength of the brand of Airbnb. We call it holiday homes that are managing your property. So after removing all these costs, what is the return that you will be ending up with? Calculate that out of the total cost of the property, and then you reach into the actual net return on investment. What we do for our clients as well, since we are in a hot market right now, we even reduce the return by 5 to 10% of the total return, because we want to make sure that if the market has a correction or going down a little bit, the numbers that we are giving our clients are still going to be achieved as return on investment or even more. A happy client is never going to tell you why I'm receiving more than you have told me. But I will never go to my client and tell him, oh, I promised you 8% and unfortunately you are getting 4 or 5%. This is a disaster when it comes to keeping the clients on the long term. So we always on the safe side, we are always on the conservative side of the figures, making sure that our client will get much more than what we promised them, or at least what we promised them exactly. So always be careful about the calculation of the return on investment. And number 5, which in my opinion, one of the most important mistakes that I'm seeing right now in the Dubai real estate market, people are doing, especially people who are not deep into the investment in real estate, who are in their first or second time, and especially when they are calling me and saying, we have seen a property the same size, but it's much cheaper. Why this property is more expensive? And they are pointing out to the price per square foot. Price per square foot is not the holy book that you should always be following. I know you might have heard that from so many agents who are telling you, just focus on the price per square foot, just focus on the price per square foot. Let me point out to you what the details can hide. If you get a property that is 1,000 square foot for a 1-bedroom apartment, and let's say that is priced at 1.5 million. You get another property that is 800 square foot and it's priced around 1.5 million. Let's keep the price the same. You will think on paper, oh, I'm getting 1,000 square foot here at 1.5 million. This must be a better deal. As a real estate agent experienced in this market, I need to make sure if it's a really better deal or it's just details that are hidden. When we look at the bigger apartment, we see that once you enter from the main door, you have a long corridor where there is nothing here. You cannot use this space, but it's around 200 square foot. And then you enter into the apartment. This bad design is killing big part of the size of your apartment. Then your actual usable size is much lower than the number that is mentioned on the floor plan or on the documents that you are signing. Something else, the built-up area compared to the balcony area or to the garden area. Always make sure you look at what built-up area I'm buying. Is it a good price for me to buy it at 1.5 where the internal area is like 600 square foot and I have, I don't know, 900 square foot of balconies and terraces? Of course not. Many people in Dubai, they focus on the living area, how much I'm going to enjoy living inside compared to how much time I'm going to spend outside. I'm not saying that the outside space is not important, but it should be relatively much smaller than the internal area. So always be careful from these units that comes with an amazing price and great discounts and blah, blah, blah. And then you end up with a huge balcony and a small living area. Keep in mind you're living majority of your time inside the apartment rather than outside of it. So price per square foot is not always an indicator into how much is this property costing and if it's good cost or not. One more thing, which is I see it in the villas and townhouses. Be careful when you are calculating the price per square foot into how many floors is this property. Sometimes on paper, the price per square foot is cheaper in this unit than that unit. But when you look in detail and we dig deep, we understand that this unit is built over 3 floors and it's a narrow and tight floor plate compared to another unit that is built only on 2 floors and it's a wider floor plate and a bigger plot area. How we calculate when we want to get an indication if this price per square foot is usable and it's good or not, and we are comparing 2 projects, let's say 2 master plans or 2 units that are from different developers, what we do is we focus on having the price per square foot on the plot, price per square foot on the built-up area. We combine those and we get the average. If the average here is so much different than the average there, I understand that I'm not comparing apples to apples. It's not the same value for money. Here I'm getting bigger plot and I'm getting bigger floor plate compared to there. I'm getting a smaller plot and a narrower floor plate, and I'm going up in the air 3 floors. So be mindful about the layout. It's always more important than the price per square foot. Last but not least, the prices that you see it in the reports. Many reports comes up from an area saying that the average price per square foot in that area, let's say 1,000 dirham or 1,500 dirham, whatever is the number. You will go to buy a property and you will see that the price per square foot in that property in a good layout is 2,500 dirhams. And you are like shocked, why the price per square foot is so much higher than that unit? And I see on the reports, all of it, that the price per square foot is cheaper. An area like Dubai Marina, let's take it as an example, or Maritime City. The front line of the area, the line that is facing the water, is the most premium line. And it sells for 3,000, 3,500 dirhams. And when it's handed over, it's around 4,000, 4,700 dirhams per square foot. When we go to the second line, the price per square foot drops dramatically because you don't have the main views that we are selling this area on, which is the water, whether in Dubai Marina or Maritime City, for example. The management company, the brand, the developer, all of this adds to the price per square foot. As we mentioned in the first point, the developers, when they are pricing the property, many of them are pricing as a marketing tool rather than a market logic. So always be careful when you are comparing prices per square foot, transactions, etc. Look at the average. It's fine to look at it, but dig deeper in the details. Say, here they are asking me 3,000 dirham per square foot. Why? What am I getting? And look at the average price that you read somewhere that is 2,000 dirham per square foot. Where are you getting that 2,000 dirham per square foot? Is it second, third line? Is it facing other building? Is it facing the road? What's the story behind the number? This is very important. So Dubai is very transparent. That's correct. But the way we read the data, that's what's most important about making a decision into buying and entering the Dubai real estate market. Always happy to assist any of my clients in making this amazing decision into investing in the Dubai real estate market or even transferring their families into the Dubai real estate market. Our team speaks more than 10 languages and we are always happy to assist our client in any language they feel comfortable in. Stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends and family who are interested in the Dubai real estate market and they are looking forward to do their first investment or their first move in the Dubai real estate market. Take care and see you in other amazing video.